Hello everyone, this is CraftyMatt13OH with another Let's Play Minecraft video. Today we are going to learn how to set up a chest shop and doing the signs on the shop chest correctly. I know a lot of people have problems with the third line with the buy and sell price, but you have to look at it from a buyer's point of view, not the seller's point of view, not like as you're setting up the shop chest, but you have to look at it from the buyer's point of view. So this third line here where the buy and sell price goes, that is very important, and this is what messes up a lot of people. And so I specifically want to show you that today. We are in Windermere. I am the mayor of Windermere, and we are on my favorite server, Noobstown. Noobstown is a great family-friendly server. You can go to noobstown.com/register to register for Noobstown. You don't have to register. You can play as a guest, but it is really free and easy to register. And when you become a member on Noobstown, you get access to all of what Noobstown has to offer. Versus playing as a guest where you have limited, where you are kind of limited on what you can do in Noobstown. So, but Noobstown is a really fun server to play on. I have done a video on how to register for Noobstown. It's really easy, and I've got a video uploaded for that if you want to take a look at that. That is on my YouTube channel, The Crafting Crafties. So yeah, take a look at that, and if you like Noobstown, you can easily register. But anyway, let's get started on the shop chest. Like I said, this third line is really important with your buy and sell price, and I will show you an easy way to get the item info needed for the item that you're putting in the chest. So I will show you two ways. One is how to get the item ID number, and the other way is you have to have the item in your chest in this first block, because this first block is where the plugin gets the information from. So you have to make sure that you have the correct item you want to buy or sell in this first block, and I'll show you that. I'll show you that way here in just a minute. But to get your item ID, and we're going to go ahead and get started, but to get your item ID, you hold the item in your hand, then you type command item info, just like that, hit enter, and then that's going to give you your item ID number, which in this case for the blue wool is 35:11. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at my chest, and I'm going to shift click the sign on the chest. You have to hold shift, because if you don't, and if you just click, your chest is going to open just like it did. So I'm going to hold shift, and I'm going to click the sign on it. Now your first line is where your in-game name goes. So mine is CraftyMatt13OH. I can either type it in, excuse me, I can either type it in, CraftyMatt13OH, or I can just leave it blank. I'm going to leave it blank to show you all what happens. So I'm going to leave it blank. The second line is where your item where your quantity goes. So I am selling a stack of blue wool. So a stack of 64, so that's where that goes. Now your third line is your buy and your sell price. This is very important. So, and like I said, you have to look at it from a buyer's point of view. I want to buy a stack for however much. So you would put a capital B space, and now I'm going to sell a stack of blue wool for $5.12. Now I'm putting the buy and sell price on the same line, so the buyer can just say buy 3 stacks, and if they happen to overbuy, they can sell a stack of wool back to me, and that's what I'm going to put on this line as well. So I'm going to put a colon, then I am going to put 256, but because I'm going to buy that stack of wool back from the buyer at 256, space, and then S. For S for sell, that means they can sell that wool back to me. Okay, now the 4th line is where your item ID goes. So I'm going to type in 35:11. Now when I hit enter, my name will automatically show up on the 1st line, and it should say blue wool on the 4th line. So I will click done, and there we go. Crafty Matt 1308 64. I am selling a stack of blue wool for $5.12, and I am buying the stack back if they want to sell it back to me for $2.56, and it says blue wool. Now the second way to put the item information on that 4th line, and let me show you that is really easier than getting the item ID number, but if you don't do it correctly, you can really mess yourself up. So I'm going to put this stack of blue wool back in this first block, because this is where the system is going to get its information from, is this first block right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to shift click the sign on the chest, leave the first line blank, that's my name. Second line is my quantity. Third line is my buying price for that. Then I will do a colon, not an A colon. Then I'm going to do 256. Okay, now the 4th line, instead of putting the item ID number on the 4th line, I'm going to put a question mark. Now this is where the item in that first block comes in very important. Put a question mark. Now I'm going to click done, and it says blue wool, because like I said, it picked the information out from that first block. Now let me show you something. If I take out that blue wool, I'm going to put in a sign. Now if you noticed, I have a sign in the first block. The rest of my chest is filled with blue wool, except for this one last block with the cobblestone in it. Don't worry about the cobblestone, that's just a marker. But this first block here has the sign. What I'm going to do, I'm going to shift click, leave that blank, that's where your name goes. Just say I want to sell that one sign, I'm just going to say B5, somebody can buy it for 5. Now I put the question mark in. Now see, it says sign, because it's taking the information out of this first block right here. So that is very important. You can really mess yourself up if you don't have the correct item that you want to buy or sell in this first block if you are using the question mark. So that is really how you set up a chest shop sign correctly. And I'll just show you our shop around here real quick. Like I said, I'm on Noobstown, which is a great family-friendly server. We are in the town of Windermere. Our shop is the Crafty Family Shop, and we sell all the different colored wools. We sell all the different colored glass, including just the regular glass blocks. There's 16 different colors, and we have all 16 different colors in the glass and the wool. And then we also sell enchantment tables here, bookshelves to go along with the enchantment tables. You go upstairs, we have all the different colored clays. And we are slowly adding items to our shop. We also have the woods, we have ice blocks, snow blocks, you see sea lanterns, the brick blocks, glowstone, the different prismarine blocks. And here we have the nether quartz ore that we sell. And like I said, we're slowly adding stuff to our shop. And this here's our little sheep go round that my husband Crafty Matt 13 and myself came up with. We had somebody that accidentally came through and sheared a few of our sheep accidentally, so that's why you see a few naked sheep going by. But yeah, this has been a really big hit in our shop. We're the only ones that have a sheep go round that you can actually see the colored wool on your sheep before you buy it. So we kind of thought that that was a fun addition to put in, and they just keep going round and round and round. So if you have a problem sleeping, just come in and count sheep. It'll put you to sleep. Anyway, but that's it for this video. But like I said, shop signs are really easy to put up if you know the correct way to do them. So again, just to recap real quick, the first line is your in-game name. Your second line is your quantity that you want to sell. The third line is your buy and your sell price. Just make sure that you put a B in the price. And the B is going to be how much you are selling that item for. And this is what confuses people. But the B is how much you are selling the item for. The S is how much you are going to buy that item back from the seller. And then the fourth line, you can, like I said, hold the item out in your hand. You can do command item info to get the item ID. Or if you have that particular item in the first block here, you can just put the question mark on the fourth line, hit done, and it will automatically put the correct item ID on that fourth line. But like I said, just make sure that you have that correct item in the first block, because you can really mess yourself up. Alright then, that's all for now. I will see you next time, but y'all have fun. Just remember, if you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up, and that would be great. If you could subscribe to my channel, it is the Crafting Crafties. We try to get videos up probably one a week. So we're trying to do that, trying to get better at doing that, different videos. So, but if you like it, please give me a thumbs up and like it and subscribe. That would be great. Y'all take care, and I'll talk to you later. See you next time.